started off on a...
Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Owen and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all doing well. This week's video is gonna be another coveted monthly favorites video. I haven't done one in so long. You guys have been asking for it and I really miss doing them because I just get to share with you guys my interests in the past little while. This one's probably not really a monthly favorites, but I figured I'd like wrap up some of the things that I've been wearing recently, some of the things I've been watching recently since I'm really into like movies and TV and that kind of thing. And then also finally I'm gonna finish off the video with some music favorites. And yeah, I say we get right into it. So actually before we get into the clothing favorites, I did wanna say a huge thank you to everybody who either bought a pack of the membrane t-shirts for my brand or wanted to get a pack. Everything sold out. Like every unit of inventory sold out within 2 hours, but most of it is gone within the first like 8 minutes, I think it was. But the restock is coming really soon. I'm like flipping between 2 dates right now. Email subscribers will have first access though, so if you want to be able to grab another 3-pack or you didn't get a chance, join the newsletter and you'll have first access to the restock. And yeah, now we'll get into some of the clothing favorites. So the first item I wanted to show you guys, I did show off on my Instagram recently, so if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this. This is another archive piece. I've been on my archive stuff recently, as you might have noticed. These are a pair of the 1996 Helmut Lang prisoner jeans. This is released I think twice, once in 96 and then also in 99, so there's two different variations. And this colorway I have right here is like the beige and black colorway. There's a couple different variations. There's like there's beige and white, there's like beige and red. There's a couple different colorways out there, but this is by far my favorite, and I think it's the most wearable as well. Even though it is like a crazy piece with the horizontal stripes, it might turn off some people from styling them and wanting to pick them up since it's kind of like a loud item. But I feel like if you pair this up with something that's like really monochromatic, really simple for the rest of the outfit, like I did on my Instagram, I think the outfit works. So it's about like finding the right balance so everything kind of like works out. The actual denim itself is just printed on with this horizontal stripe, and then that's what it looks like on the back side. I like how it's sort of mix matched as well. You can see how the stripes don't like link up necessarily. I think that's really cool. I did release the hem on these because they're a tiny bit too short on me and I don't really plan on getting rid of them anytime soon. So I figured why not just release the hem, so now they're more of like a comfortable length for me, since I usually prefer like a 32 inseam. But yeah, it's got like the Helmut Lang hardware, really nice and faded as well. You guys might be able to see some of like the fading around the knees, just because these are so old. These are a year older than me, which is kind of crazy. I've only worn these out a couple of times since I got them in, but I figured they're too cool to not showcase them for you guys. So let's move on to the next item. To mix it up a little bit, the next pickup that I want to show you guys is something a bit unusual for me. You guys might know that I don't really wear jewelry too often. However, at the like pop-up in Seattle, after everything was like said and done, when I was like kind of heading out the door, the boys Justin and Paul blessed me with this Chrome Hearts, let's see if I can get it to focus, Chrome Hearts dagger ID bracelet with the like half decorated Cuban chain. This thing is fucking crazy. Look at that clasp in the back. There's the dagger ID right there. And you can see how every other link is decorated with like the Chrome Hearts cross motif. And yeah, even though I don't really wear jewelry too often, I feel like this is a nice like balance. They also gave me a ring as well. However, I just don't really wear rings a lot right now. And I am on the hunt for like some hoop earrings since I got my ears re-pierced. But for now, like this is like the chrome that kind of like fits into the wardrobe currently. And yeah, I'm like truly thankful to those guys over at Drip Tea Market, Drip Tea Seattle. Yeah, I can't wait to hang out with them next. Like that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that's kind of it. Just wanted to show off like a quick little jewelry pickup, something I pretty much wear every day. just because it goes so nicely with like every outfit. And it's not like too flashy, it's not like crazy. I don't have like stacks of bracelets or tons of like rings on and necklaces. Like I keep the necklace set up pretty simple. But yeah, that's the little chrome hearts bracelet. Next up, going back to some more Helmut Lang. These are easily my most worn pickup in the past month. I guess I've had these. These are a pair of the Helmut Lang Spring Summer 99 white painter denim with the white and gray paint. I'm trying to get the lighting to cooperate here. It's super, super subtle. The like paint effect is hardly noticeable. You might see like a couple splotches here and there. It might be more noticeable on the back. Yeah, you can actually see more of it on the back. But yeah, you guys know I'm a huge fan of white denim. I think white denim is such like a unique styling opportunity. Switches it up a little bit. It's a nice way to like make an outfit pop, and plus, since I like my clothes to look worn in some capacity, whether it's like through my own wear or through like pre-production wear or like production wear, whatever you want to call it, this shows that nicely. I've had so many pairs of white denim in the past, and I feel like this is sort of like the end all be all. I've had pairs that don't fit me nicely. Like I've had vintage Levi's that were just like a little too big on me, but I've worn them so much that they got dirty. These ones I got pretty much brand new. There's like no wear put into these at all. However, you can start to see some of like the staining going on, because I've just been wearing these almost non-stop. Huge fan of these jeans. They fit me perfect. These are a size 30. Very happy to add these to the wardrobe. I want to say that these are gonna stay in it just because these fit me perfectly. And yeah, can't wait to beat them up. To close out some of the pant favorites, one thing I wanted to show you guys is this pair of sample denim from my brand, SOMAR. This is sample, I think 3, and then the next one's coming in a week. So I'll be sure to show that to you guys in some capacity, maybe it's like a vlog or whatnot. But yeah, this is a pair of double knee carpenter denim made with like this raw black Japanese 14-ounce denim. I wanted to do some black jeans really, really badly, and originally it was a white pair. I still have the sample over there, but I was doing like a pre-distressed thing, and it was like, it looks nice, don't get me wrong. However, I'm not like 100% satisfied with it. So for now, just pursuing the black pair. It's got silver rivets on it. That's what the back pocket situation looks like. It has some cool belt loop action going on. And then you might also notice the SOMAR leather patch motif, same as the Geiger trousers, if you guys remember those. And then coming down the knees, you can see it's like a straight double knee with like no curve or anything, no like curve at the top, it's just straight across. Also, I forgot to mention on the back side, it does have like the little tool pocket situation. And then as you roll down, you can see more rivets on the double knee, and then it's also a released hem with the white fraying on the bottom. Currently, these are a little too long. The next sample is gonna be like a 32 inseam, and we're considering doing 2 different inseam lengths, like a 30 and a 32. This current pair is like a 33.5, so it's really long. It fits me nicely. It fits like as intended. However, I've been doing like pants for a while now, and I feel like the general consensus is that it's better if it's like a 32 max length, or if it's a little bit longer, have the option to people like leave it unfinished, so then people can have it sewn to their desired length. You guys might remember the Valley denim from Hyatt, kind of a similar idea with the released hem. And yeah, I'm super happy with these. They fit amazing. They're sort of like a high-waisted pair of jeans, and that does have a fly front right there, button fly. And yeah, I've been working on these for a while. It's just hard to get the fit right, because I wanted them to be high-waisted, and I was very particular about the fit and everything, and the actual material. It's like the softest denim ever. Whenever I do denim, I make sure it's like incredibly, incredibly soft. Yeah, I'll be sure to show you guys the next sample as it comes in. I don't have a name for these currently. I have a couple names I'm playing around with, so if you guys have any ideas, feel free to let me know. And yeah, I will be sure to keep you guys updated on the whole process. And if you guys do like to see the samples and whatnot, I feel like I've been bad at showing samples. Just because I'm a perfectionist, I just gotta look past that and show you guys unfinished products sometimes. I would say the general like projected release date would be in like the early fall, I'd say like maybe September-ish. Because if the next sample is good, I can go into production. Production takes around 30 to 60 days, give or take. And then it takes time to arrive at the warehouse in Pennsylvania, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's that for these double knee denim. Before I get into the two grail like Raf jackets I have for the video, I did want to show off a pair of shoes. I think I might have talked about them on the channel before. I can't really remember though. This was months and months ago, obviously. And since then, this pair of shoes has just like blown up. I've been wearing these a ton recently just because they go with so many outfits. These are the Wales Bonner Adidas Sambas that came out in 2020. I think this is called the Core Black colorway. However, they're more of a brown. They're just like straight up not black. But they have this really cool stitched three stripe, like kind of like a crochet three stripe, and then the extra long tongue with the stitched outer edge. It's like yeah, you can see it's an extra long tongue. The idea is that you fold it over, which then shows the Adidas Wales Bonner tag right there. Yeah, when these came out in 2020, they were sitting. I got them, I think, late 2021, I guess, for dumb cheap. But since then, now they're like $500, $600, $700, $800. I'll see if I can find like the original receipt and put it on the screen for you guys. Yeah, now these are really hard to get your hands on for a decent price. I just think they're a great sneaker. I don't really wear sneakers too often. However, these ones just go with pretty much everything. I especially wear them with those black sample jeans I just showed off. The back the heel has this really cool stitching detail as well. I just love the contrast stitch. I've been wearing them a lot recently. So yeah. Next up, for a little accessory I wanted to show you guys. This just came in recently, but I've been a part of like the process. Like I've seen the samples and whatnot. This is a bread bag designed by my friend Jaron Baker. You guys might have seen him in a bunch of stuff. He's probably the most handsome guy in LA. He released this bag a couple weeks ago now, I think. And it's sort of it's called a bread bag, and the design is inspired by these 1940s Swiss and German bread bags that were used in the military. And it's constructed entirely out of 40s US mail bags. You can see a little bit of that stencil there, and there's also a very light one on the front there. Each one is entirely unique. They're super, super soft canvas. They all have different levels of repair and whatnot and distressing. Some have the stencil more like up front like that, and some are more hidden. And yeah, I'm just like so happy with this bag. From like seeing the early samples to this final one, it's come a long way, and it's such a nice piece. And one cool thing about this is that it has magnetic closures, has little hidden magnets on this flap right here. So it has like a very subtle kind of snap closure to it. And then on the inside, there's the logo I did for Jaron. It's like my second favorite logo, hands down. I'm super happy with the design. Like, this took so long to come up with, and it's so subtle. Doesn't look like much, but there's a lot to it. And it's like easily one of my favorite designs. It's got tons of storage in there. Fits like phone, keys, wallet, that kind of thing. It says 2022 stamped on the inside right there, and then also this is stamped as well. It's like hand stamped by the boy himself. Yeah, very pleased with this bag. Huge shout out to Jaron for releasing something for his brand. It's been a long time coming, and he's got a lot more stuff in the works. So I have two Raf Simons pieces to show you guys, and they're both the same jacket. However, one is final production that actually released, and then one is a sample. So this is the Raf Simons Spring Summer 06 Moto jacket in black wax cotton. Such a crazy piece. I've been on the hunt for one for so long. And then finally my boy Ty was selling his, and I got this one specifically from him. He knew it was my size and everything. Size 50, it's got the little black chain on there, which is such a nice detail. And then the main details of the jacket has this little quarter zip right here, front and center, which creates like an interesting collar shape. And then the main like entrance zipper runs from like the middle of the jacket up the side at like a slight angle and then up the neck, which is a really cool like closure detail. It's not like a straight up and down zipper closure. Has these zipper pockets up front for your hands. I really like how one side of the pocket has like a panel on it, whereas the other one is in the actual pattern of the jacket, not on top of it. And then on the left sleeve, it has like the classic bomber jacket style sleeve zipper pocket with the little, I think it's like pencil holders. And yeah, the actual shape of the jacket, that's what the backside looks like. It's got a nice tall collar, which I really like. It's like a turtleneck style collar. The actual body is really boxy. It's kind of cropped, and then the sleeves are extremely wide as well. There's no like taper to the sleeve opening. Yeah, I've been wearing this thing a ton. Yeah, I've just been on the hunt for one for a while. I've missed out a couple of times just from trying to like lowball and stuff. But in the end, I actually got this one for a better price than all the others. And then the other version of this jacket that I want to show you guys is this sample white cotton version, not like a wax cotton, just simple white cotton twill. It's really close to the same jacket. Some of the major differences obviously would be the color and the material. There's a couple different materials, and he's released this a couple of times over the years in his various collections. But the actual shape of it is a little bit different as well. It does have the Raf Simons Spring Summer 06 tag right there. However, it does not have like a size label, and there's also no care label on the inside, whereas the other one does have a care label. Other than that though, the major difference or the major details are the same. It does have the little half zip / quarter zip front closure right there, and then it has the same angled zip and the pocket zips and the sleeve zip. This one, since it's white, shows a little bit of wear. This one does have a little bit of like minor flaws, like some staining on the back, but overall it's such a nice piece. And for when I do want to wear like an all white outfit, I'll probably pair this up with the Helmut Lang jeans. And I think it'll look super cool. It's sort of like a very, very light gray. It's not like a pure white. It's not an off-white either. It's just like an extremely light gray. You'll see in the on-bodies like the differences between the two jackets in terms of the fit. I don't think this one would be tagged a size 50. So just keep that in mind. They're not like the exact same size. But I'm happy to have a sample Raf Simons jacket in the collection. I feel like that's just crazy to say. And funny enough, I actually got both versions of the jacket in hand on the same day. This one is coming from France, and that one obviously was just in LA. Little hand delivery action. But yeah, that's it for the Raf jackets. And then lastly, before I move on to the like entertainment style favorites and the music favorites, I did want to mention this is also a sample as well. The major differences that are going to be in the next sample, which also comes next week, are like the paint splatter effect and also the hardware. Usually for samples, especially a first sample, this is a very, very first one. I don't use like nice hardware because it's almost a waste, because nice zippers and whatnot are so expensive. But yeah, the actual like paint splatter effect is going to be a little bit different as well. You can see it's sort of like a raglan sleeve hoodie with a quarter / half zip. Then it has like the oil stain on the front. It's like a vintage wash, very muted brown tone with a nice like oversized hood. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Super happy with it. For a first sample, this is probably one of the best things I've made. It's super cozy. It's French terry as well, so I can show that as well. There's that washed French terry. It's got tons of distressing on it. But yeah, the actual, like the major difference is going to be the oil stain. It's going to be more scattered and random in different sizes, and that's also going to go on the outsides of the sleeves. But again, like I said, the next sample comes in next week, so I'll be sure to like show you guys some of the differences and some of the design process and process of owning and designing for a brand. So to go into some entertainment favorites, I have 2 recommendations for you guys. One being a YouTube favorite. If you're a film buff, like I consider myself to be a film buff, I love watching movies, so try to watch one every day, if not every other day. But if you're into like the whole behind the scenes process of the film industry, I highly recommend checking out Studio Binder. Probably one of the best produced like YouTube channels I've ever seen. They have a narrator, they have crazy resources, the animations are like on point. Yeah, it's like such a cool channel. I highly recommend checking it out. And then another favorite of mine recently has been the Stepford Wives. Came out in 1975. I found it on a streaming platform. I don't know which one it was though, but there was like 2 different versions of the Stepford Wives. There's like I think a newer version with Nicole Kidman, but I've not seen that. I do recommend the 1975 one. It's very similar to the Twilight Zone show, if you've seen that. Like growing up, I loved watching Twilight Zone. At one point, they had like every episode on Netflix, and I was just on repeat, going through everything. I pretty much always have Twilight Zone playing on the background. The Stepford Wives is so similar to that. It's very like creepy, mystery kind of thing. Small town with a big problem, and yeah, it's so well done. It's way ahead of its time in my opinion. The trailer does not do it justice. The trailer does not do it justice though. Like a lot of movies that came out in that era, the trailer's just like not it. So I just recommend jumping right into it. It's sort of like a daylight horror, psychological thriller, I'd say. So yeah, I highly recommend checking that out. And then lastly, I like to finish off the monthly favorites with some music favorites. So I'm gonna go ahead and play 5 or more of my favorite songs that I've been listening to recently. So yeah, enjoy that.
I trust myself, and that's gonna be the only thing. Who do I trust myself. Engaged with them ski masks on, relax, born marvelous. Friends picking up bricks. Ain't nothing like memory lane, but in my head I hear my mom saying, I wanna move, I wanna go.
And that's it for the monthly favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let me know what you guys want to see in some future content. I do really want to do some sample review type stuff for you guys. But if you have any other ideas or anything else you might want to see, just let me know in the comments, shoot me a DM, whatever it may be. And yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.